And today marks the end of Parkinson's Disease Awareness Month, but a local group is working year-round to make sure people living with PD have support and access to resources they need. Joining us this morning from the Northwest chapter of the American Parkinson's Disease Association is Carl Carter-Schwendler, and also we have with us Dr. Praveen Kamani, a movement disorders neurologist at Swedish. Welcome, both of you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Carl, let's start with you. You are the president for the Northwest chapter of the APDA, and you're also living with Parkinson's. Could you share with folks watching today a little bit about your diagnosis and why it was important for you to join the board?
Yeah, so when I first got diagnosed, I was told my neurologist, well, I think you have Parkinson's disease. He gave me a book, said, well, you'll probably have brain surgery in about 7 years. And then I was sent on my way. And then I got a chance to meet with him again in a few months. And the thing is, the neurologists don't really have time to dive into the day-to-day aspects of living with Parkinson's disease. And organizations like the APDA really help fill the gap between neurologist appointments, and they provide research and education and support and financial aid and community, because the thing about neurologists, no offense, is they typically don't have Parkinson's, right. So they don't really know what it's like to live with it. And APDA really fills those gaps.
Yeah, you guys are able to connect with each other. And what you're seeing on your screen now are some photos from just a few of the events, a few of the times people are able to get together, to meet each other, and also fundraise for important education and support services. Dr. Kamani, there is no cure right now for PD, but could you share with us how far treatment and also research has come?
Yeah, sure. And what Carl was saying is really important, that when you have Parkinson's disease, you want to go to a movement disorders neurologist. Mm-hmm. Not all neurologists are the same. We have
right.
different subspecialties. When you do go to a movement disorders neurologist, they're much more aware of Parkinson's disease treatments, research, etc. Mm-hmm. And now we've come a very long way with respect to controlling symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Mm-hmm. There are medications and there's brain surgery. Mm-hmm. And Carl can tell you more about his experience with brain surgery. But what's most fascinating, I think, and truly relevant, is to find a biological signature, a biomarker for Parkinson's disease. And a recent paper showed that a majority of people with Parkinson's disease have an abnormal protein that can be found in either blood or spinal fluid. Once we have the ability to identify that protein, we can potentially target therapies to reduce the amount of that protein and even follow people long term to see if those therapies are working. This was not available up until 2 or 3 months ago, so this is very new news. And this particular publication has also highlighted the fact that not all Parkinson's disease disease is the same.
Right.
There might be different subtypes and subgroups of Parkinson's, which means that we may need different therapies for each type of Parkinson's disease.
Okay. And Carl, how can people get involved locally with the APDA?
Well, you can find out information on our website. We have a lot of different events. We've got Living Well South Sound this Friday, although it's totally signed up. We've got a regatta coming up on June 24th.
Oh, great.
And we've got our yearly walk this fall, which is probably the lowest barrier cost of entry.
Well, we'll make sure to follow up on that and make sure that we get you guys back on here to remind people about the walk in the fall. Go ahead and go online to the American Parkinson's Disease Awareness Association with the Northwest chapter in mind to find out more information about the events coming up. Thank you both for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.